Hey guys, welcome to Daily Division Day 6. You can see our problems for Day 6 are up here. They look a little bit different. We have 61 over 4, which is the first problem we're going to tackle today. And then also we have a mixed number, 4 and 1/7. So these are problems number 11 and 12 for Day 6. All right, 61 over 4. This is an improper fraction. Okay, so remember, improper fractions mean that whatever it's going to equal is going to be something that is bigger than one whole. Okay, so when you're comparing different fractions, decimals, and percentages, you know that this is improper because the 61, our numerator, is larger than our denominator, so it's going to be something that is greater than 1. All right, so we're going to go ahead and set this up. For long division, we're changing this fraction to a decimal. The 61 is what goes on the inside, and the 4 stays on the outside. Because we're dividing by 4, we're going to list our multiples of 4. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, here we go. So I listed a few multiples of 4, and if we need to add to our list, we can always do that, but I'm going to start right there. And for this one, take a look at this. 4 can go into 6. So we don't have to automatically say how many times can 4 go into 61, because that means I'd have to keep on listing my multiples of 4 until I get into the 60s. But 4 can go into 6 one time. So we're going to start right here. 1 times 4 is 4. When we subtract, we get 2, and then we have the 1 that we can bring down. How many times can 4 go into 21? 5 times. 5 will get us the closest to 20. Now we don't have anything to bring down, so this is when we are going to add our decimal place and our 0, one of our invisible zeros. How many times can 4 go into 10? 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. When we subtract, we get 2. When we bring down another 0, sorry, that part's getting cut off a little bit. How many times can 4 go into 20? A perfect 5 times. Okay, so then you subtract. 4 times 5 is 20. You would subtract 20 and you would end up with 0. Okay, so 61 over 4, 61 fourths equals 15.25. This one is not repeating, just perfect 15.25. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and erase my board. So that's problem number 11. I'll go ahead and erase my board and get ready for our next problem, 4 and 1/7. Okay, 4 and 1/7 is a mixed number. Okay, so improper fraction, the numerator is bigger than the denominator, mixed number, because we are mixing whole numbers with fractions. Okay, so there are a few ways we can do this. We can change this to an improper fraction, like this. Call this around the world. We multiply 7 times 4, we get 28, and then we add the numerator, 29 over 7. Okay, so that is a improper fraction rewritten as a mixed number, and all improper fractions can be written as a mixed number, 29/7, and then you can do long division for that. Or what this mixed number is telling us is that it's going to be 4 point something. We know that improper fractions are greater than 1, but this mixed number, we know that it's going to be 4 whole times because we have a whole number, 4. So we're just going to let that 4 be, and then we're going to do our long division for our fraction right here, 1/7. Okay, so I set up 1/7. Let's go ahead and set this up. 1 goes on the inside, 7's on the outside. This is 1 divided by 7, so we're going to list our multiples of 7. I'll go ahead and do that. Okay, there we go. Can 7 go into 1? Can't. We're going to add our decimal and then add our invisible 0 here. Okay, how many times can 7 go into 10? 1 time. 7 times 1 is 7. And when we subtract, we get 3. We're going to bring down another invisible 0. How many times can 7 go into 30? 4 times. 4 times 7 is 28. We subtract, we get 2. Let's bring down another invisible 0. How many times can 7 go into 20? Twice. 2 times 7 is that 14. subtract, we get 6. And it looks like this one's going to keep on going, all right? So it's going to be it's going to be more than 3 decimal places. We could add another 0, and we could keep going, but most times I'm not going to tell you to keep going. I'll probably ask you to stop after 3 decimal places, or if you're comparing fractions, decimals, and percentages, you'll probably know which one is bigger and smaller by using these 3 decimal places. Now remember, this is a seventh. 1/7 is 0.142, but 4 and a seventh is going to be 4.142, okay? All right, so we have that whole number 4 already, so that's why we see that whole number 4 in our decimal. You'll still see that whole number 4, and what we did is we figured out how much is that 1/7 worth. That 1/7 is worth 0.142 and some. We know that keeps on going. So 4 and a seventh as a decimal is still going to have that whole number 4 and then 0.142. Okay? All right, that's daily division day 6. Bye, guys. Oh, I can stop.